Thank you very much for joining. As I am on a mission to help people getting Tableau certified, and we have taken an initiative where we interact with the people who have already certified, so that we can learn from their experience, how they prepared, what were the challenges they faced, and what exam material they used, what practice tests they taken. So let's meet very honorable guest today, Mr. Prashant. Um, Hi, Mr. Prashant. Welcome to our program.
Thank you, Syed. Thank you. So I'm based out of Hyderabad, India, and I was associated with Tableau for last 2 years. So I'm currently on a transition to another work. Regarding the certifications I cleared, the latest one was certified Tableau consultant. And coming to the preparation, so preparation involved few things. I have a mix of let's say methods. So first one obviously was
Sir,
watching.
can I interrupt you? Now, for example, we want to understand step by step. Uh, uh, when you started preparing for Tableau Consultant Exam, how much experience you had and how you prepared? So, can you please help our users to
Okay,
know that?
so I've been a Tableau user since my business school days. So from 2015, when the Tableau was actually running on Tableau 7. So, so around 8 years of experience I have on the product. So that was the product experience. Then coming to the preparation, the materials or the methods I have. First one is definitely is the videos which I have. So I follow this the Tableau visionary called Andy Treble. So I actually follow his weekly makeover Monday sessions, and I replicate those dashboards. So that is the one method which I use. Second
Amazing.
is the e-learning. Tableau e-learning, especially the analyst and the designer learning path. So these two things actually help me to make sure that I have my basics strong.
And both these are
Uh,
free resources.
Makeover Monday is a free resource. The other one, the Tableau e-learning, is not a free resource; it's a paid resource.
Okay, okay.
So that is one thing. Another thing which I had used is the practice test, obviously by Get Tableau certification. So basically, this helped me to make sure that okay, I have my basics strong again, like a testing of my basics. That helped me a lot. Uh, and apart from all these three, I regularly interact with Tableau customers across the globe. So that also help me to make sure that uh, so when you are interacting with the customers, you always need to be on the top of the product. So those kind of interactions, those preparations help me to know about the product more and more. So these are the resources which I primarily used. And apart from that, so when I interact with the customers, they comes with their product specific problems. So this is one thing which I think most of the people who are working on Tableau will have. So their stakeholders will have a lot of questions. You need to go back to the product help and see how you can do it efficiently. So since the certification, the Tableau's consultant certification deals with best practices. So it is very important. Important that you know how to create dashboards effectively and efficiently. So there are a lot of white papers which are available, which will help you to do that.
Okay.
And regular practice is very important because so it's at the end of the day it's a test uh, which actually is designed to gauge your levels of expertise on Tableau.
Right,
So
right.
regular practice is very important.
So we want to understand, was there any challenge while you were preparing, like course outline was very lengthy, or in the exam they are taking some lab-based questions. So were you facing any challenge or any fears, or
Uh,
you just want to advise something?
Okay, so with respect to the technical, I will answer the first question, which is the lab ones. So the consultant exam which I wrote on June, if I remember the date was on June 17th. It did not have actually the lab-based questions.
Okay.
So, so that is one challenge which I don't did not have. So I think the exams have been redesigned, and I think the latest consultant exam has a lab-based questions as well. In case if you have lab-based questions, so most of the lab-based questions, for example, if you're preparing for data analyst, again, check your basics, like how
Hmm.
to create set, then how to actually make sure that your labels are
Correct, correct, correct.
in sync with the colors of the bars of the mark you have put. So those are the kinds of questions generally which comes on the practice test. I'm not
Mostly,
sure whether
yeah.
yeah
Mostly, I have seen people finding little difficulty in theoretical based questions, because lab based everyone is emphasizing, and while work
yeah
doing actually the lab based thing. So
yeah
how to overcome this theoretical questions?
yes. So let me tell you, like one of the challenges I have is uh, I'm quite honest in this. I'm not a great test taker, to be frank. I'm not a great test taker, but I often deal with the product, so it might be tough for me to understand, or tough for me to recall. Okay, this is another way in which you could do this. So so what I would tell you is that explore the product more initially.
Mm.
So you can like open your Tableau desktop, for example, see how in how many ways you can actually create a calculated column. So they might ask you, so these multiple choice, multiple option questions actually confuse people. So the best way to do that is to just explore the product. You keep 1 or 2 days just to explore the product,
Mm.
like open different menus. Okay, this is one way I can create a calculated column.
Correct,
There's
correct.
another way. You can explore those two different ways how to do that.
Correct.
Then go extensive read or extensively the Tableau's help articles. So
True.
those are really great sources of preparation,
Even
because
I'm recommending
yeah,
Tableau help book,
yes,
because it's a
Tableau help.
very rich content, and must
Yes,
thoroughly went through.
exactly. And one thing you need to keep in mind is that testing environment. For example, you can open the Tableau certification, the certification you are going to clear, and you can go to this one section where it is mentioned that currently testing on this version. So
True,
that version you should actually know what is the difference between what is actually in that version.
true,
So
true.
in order to do that, there is a Tableau workbook which is available on Tableau Public, which is the Tableau release version. So
Correct.
I will actually share this details with Syed. You can actually open that, and you can see in that particular version what are the features
True,
which are
true, true.
being introduced. So that is
I think
one great source.
it's a great advice, and we will put this link in the
Yeah,
comments below, so that you
exactly.
can see that.
You can put that. So
Okay.
that is one source.
Prashant, I have one more very interesting question now. Since you have taken exam 3 times, do you find any difficulty or tip with respect to the exam taking experience during
Huh.
Tableau?
Yes, I do have. So I would suggest you to use a system I would suggest you to use your personal system, because when you're using your corporate machine, you have maybe 100 background applications running, which you may not have a control on, and also the VPNs. So the VPNs actually slows you down uh, sometimes. So I would really suggest you to use a personal system wherein you have, and also a very good internet connection.
So
So
all three
because
times you took the exam at home?
yes, all 3 times I took my
Okay,
exam at home, and it was smooth.
it was smooth.
So I would really suggest you to use a personal system. So what I would suggest is that go through the exam terms and conditions very carefully. because Tableau or Salesforce is the parent company of Tableau.
Correct. Correct.
They actually value integrity very much, and they expect the candidates to follow the rules which are listed there. So
Correct.
any deviation from that will result in barring.
Okay, I have one probably last question related to the practice exams. Usually, people think as an expense. What is your experience? What is your take? Whether the people should take practice exams or only free resources, or what do you advise actually? And what is your experience?
So, yeah, my experience is that if you have enough experience with the product, then I would suggest you to just brush your basics again and continue with that.
Hmm.
If you don't have if you don't have the considered product knowledge, then I would suggest you to take the practice exam, whichever is available, whether free or paid, uh, depending upon your current confidence level. Okay, if you are really not that confident, and there are options where you can purchase these tests, and if they are actually reimbursing if you don't clear, then I would suggest you to go forward. Maximum is that the worst can happen is that you won't clear the exam, and there are vendors like Get Tableau certification will that would actually reimburse in case if you have a valid point or if you have a valid
Just to
uh,
add
case.
your add to your point, because we are so much confident, and how we
Mm,
have created the exam. We have jotted down the Tableau exam guideline, and for all the points mentioned in the exam guideline, we have created at least one or two questions. That's why we have, for data analysts, we have 8 complete test exams, so which cover all course guideline, and we are very confident. That's why we say, okay, if you take our exam and if you do not pass, you can just claim refund. Usually it does not happen.
yeah.
It's We have very high percentage of the students who pass.
Okay. Great. So these are the yeah. So this is my take on the practice test.
True,
If
true.
you're confident, then it's fine. If you are a newbie, if you don't have considerable experience, then I would suggest
Correct,
go
correct,
for a practice
correct.
test.
Prashant, it was a very nice meeting with you, and we learned a lot from your experience. And
Same here.
hopefully, these advices that you have shared over your conversation would be helpful for our users. And we wish a very good luck to your future. And thank you very much for being part of Get Tableau certification and giving us time for this session. Thank you very
All
much.
right. The pleasure is mine, sire. Thank you.